aspects. One tubeless, when thrown around, will spoil the nature by 30 milligram of mercury, and one CFL lamp by 5 milligram of mercury. And 1 gram of mercury is enough to make so many acres of lake non-usable for mankind, or 1 ton of fish non-consumable for mankind. So next time when you throw around our e-waste, we have to think we are making this place unlivable for our children and grandchildren. So then, because of this same, we ignored many aspects in technology, and as a result we are in trouble and we need to act. That is why there we need a mission where I am going to discuss the scientific facts where we grow wrong in our physical activity schedule as well as our everyday life. So that we need to change for a heart healthy, stroke-free, sugar-controlled nation at least by 2020. So I am giving a long time for you to implement it in your society, in your house, in our society and in our house. At present, we are sugar-coated because we are now the diabetic capital for India. Indian Council of Medical Research published this atlas 3 years back actually. And we can see Kerala stands highest with 1 in 5 above the age of 20 years being a diabetic. If you look at the age-adjusted mortality due to cardiovascular diseases, we are twice that of a same-aged person in the United States and thrice as of a same-aged person in Japan. So we are in trouble and we need this mission. So when I tell you Mission 2020, something which comes to your mind is the 2020 cricket, isn't it? Yes, the essence is same. Why 2020 cricket was evolved was simply because it is the first 20 overs which decides a match in every cricket. And recognition of this led to this 2020 cricket. That is the golden rule, is do well in the first 20 overs. The mission also I am giving to you is very simple. If you cultivate a heart healthy lifestyle in the first 20 years, whether it is 50 years or 100 years, there is no looking back. That's why, in order to reach at least by 2020 to provide this for our children, we term this the Mission 2020. So then when man landed on the moon, the heart disease capital for the world was Finland. By collective action from the society and by the doctors, they converted this poultry farming into berry cultivation and organic farm. They did a lot of community efforts, and when they last published their outcome in 2010, they have reduced heart attack and stroke mortality by 80%. So this is something possible, and they have reduced the prevalence of diabetes. And many other developed nations followed suit from 1960 to 2000, as you can see. All the developed countries have brought down death due to heart disease as well as stroke by more than 50%. In the same period, what did India and developing countries do? In the process of globalization, we skyrocketed, we westernized. The end result, we are competing to become the heart disease capital and diabetic capital of the world. Every junction has at least 3 medical stores in Dubai. So then, WHO as its millennium goal highlighted this. What needed to do to reduce the 50% of the present hospital admissions is to take care of the physical inactivity and unhealthy diet. And in addition, tobacco and alcohol. And obviously, I am not dealing with tobacco and alcohol today, because alcohol, for at least for the century, we had a very good lobby against it. And for tobacco, Kerala is the first place in the world which banned the public use of tobacco by a legal rule. So then, the message which I am going to give you is a simple thing, 2, 3, 5, 0. 2 things, physical inactivity and unhealthy diet leads to the 3 common diseases of diabetes, heart disease and cancers, and leads 50% of our hospital expenses today. And if you take any newspapers, every week there will be at least 2 writers. This was one I think I picked up this month. It's on the same thing, physical inactivity and unhealthy diet. And myself and many of you will be the virtual bystanders of this transformation, how man and TV transformed in Kerala. The TV became small and the Keralites become large. So then, my own Professor C.R. Soman highlighted one thing. Keralites should maintain an ideal, muscular and bony, healthy body which should resemble the map of Kerala. So then, the first question that will come to your mind is what is your ideal weight? So if you are growing well, your muscles and bones grow well up to 20-22 years, up to your peak of your adolescence. After that, you can't build your muscles up. So if you can remember your weight at adolescence, not today's children, when we were children, if you can remember, because we used to play a lot. So if you can remember that weight, that is your ideal weight, and I was 58 at that time, I am still maintaining that weight. Then those of you who cannot wear your wedding day dress, you need some calculations. So then what is that calculation? If your height is 172 centimeters, 172 centimeters, minus 100 from it, it will come to 72. So I have 172 centimeters. I can be up to 72 kilograms, provided I am an athlete like Usha. Or if I don't have any heart disease in my family. I have a very bad family history, my parents were diabetic. So I keep it at least 10 kilos less than that. That will be around 62 kilos. So I maintain my weight around that optimum. So hope that message is clear, what should be your ideal. So then, many of us are witness to this broadening of Kerala. Not the roads, but the Keralites. And then we are very lucky that we are in Kerala and not in Japan. In every sense now. In fact, if you in Japan know the broadening, you measure your waistline. And waist is considered to be a heartline. So if your waist circumference for males is more than 90 centimeters and if it is more than 80 centimeters, you won't get any medical reimbursement in Japan. And those of you are worried, just look at me, I am 87 centimeters, so you can imagine. So it should be below 90 centimeters for male and 80 centimeters for ladies. So then that are the messages which I want to give. And many of us think that, we know so many people who are thin and lean who got into this trouble. The reason is also very simple, lack of physical activity. Here I am comparing the picture of two doctors, Dr. Yajanik from India and Dr. Yulkin from England. See, their BMI is same, weight, everything is same. But look at their body fat. The Indian has double the body fat compared to the European. Why is it so? He runs marathons and he hardly runs to catch the air. That shows the importance of physical activity in everyday life. So just don't worry that you will think that even if I am not fat, I can have. No, it is not. You need to be physically active if you want to prevent these problems. And now we'll show how Kerala transformed. All jobs needing heavy exertion has been taken over by machines. All jobs needing moderate exertion also taken over by machines. The household jobs, the machines took over. And now you won't even see a lady going to deliver because she don't have any muscle power to deliver the baby. She finally ends up in a cesarean section. So then, many of us used to cycle, but now we prefer to travel in a two-wheeler. And the place where I live, there were 3 cycle shops. One transformed into a bakery, the other transformed into a fast food shop, and naturally, the third one had to become a medical store. And as a child, I used to play and swim. But now, Keralites either sit in front of the TV or move along like a snake. And this is the oldest school in Kerala, the school where I studied. Started in 1876. And has given birth to so many Santosh Trophy players, including Mr. Appukuttan, who won the Santosh Trophy for Kerala. Now that ground, there is no ball being played. It is the parking space for the nearby festival halls. So then this is how we have transformed. You may like to dress like a cowboy, but it is good for a cold country. See, if you put a hat on your head, it hinders you from becoming physically active. 60 to 70% of your heat is radiated from your head. That is why God has given you an insulation there in the form of hair. Rest of the body you don't have hair because it is the fat which insulates you. So that you don't lose heat to your environment. So then you are in a cold country, you can dress up like this. But if you are in Kerala, you should be preferably well ventilated. You want to be physically active. If I stand in front of you like this, I will need a hall like this, a Travancore hall, where it is fully air conditioned, so I can be comfortable. Otherwise, don't do this because this is my ventilator where I throw away my hot air. So you got the message, I suppose. And it is very, very shameful that we need court orders to keep our children of this uncomfortable dress. Because that is the time they have to be more physically active and build their bond. See, all the sportsmen you see, they dress very lightly and preferably they will shave their hair so that they get the best sports performance. Because when you exercise, you generate a lot of heat. That has to be radiated and lost. Otherwise, you will sweat like anything and sink in your own sweat. And unfortunately, we dress so uncomfortably. It's a LKG child being pushed into LKG class with a tie in her neck. And many of you, I'm sure, we have very good relation with the schools. You'll have good relation with the official. This is something which we used to say we don't want it because our children don't sit in the AC class. They have to be physically active. That's the time they have to build their muscles and bones. So then, this is not the corporate schools. Kerala government schools, Kerala government did a study. 80% of the school children and school boys and 90% of the school girls could not do 5-minute exercise. For the last 3 years, this is the outcome of our academic pressure and the way we rear our children. And look at the blood pressure. We did from Amrita Institute from Ernakulam. We studied about 18,000 school children, looked at their blood pressure. Kerala children had the highest blood pressure compared to the rest of the world. And Kerala girls scored the highest. And their blood pressure peaked at adolescence because after adolescence the Kerala girls refused to come out. So we deny our children the best medicine and the best way to prevent these diseases. We force them into physical activity. So then we have excellent examples because Paul Dudley White was the American Heart Association president. Till he retired, he went to hospital in a cycle just to impress upon the people the need for exercise.